Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Star Flames and I'm back with another banging video. You know how we do, okay? No, I'm extra. I'm really extra on this one because Tom Brady has just shattered Kim Kardashian and Kris Jenner's entire plans on using his name for clout, come up, and relevance. Let me tell you something. Lock your windows, lock your doors, grab that cross, grab that garlic, grab that holy water, and above all, grab that Bible because Kim and Kris is determined to use your sons as clout and as media relevance. But guess what? The men are wising up, women are keeping their sons away. Y'all need to do the same because listen, there's another Kim out here, there's another Kris out here. They may not have the name Kim and Kris, but they still do exist. And you need to keep your sons away from women and families like those because they are just what you call incubus and succubus spirit. They will suck you in and leave you dry. And if you look at every man that a Kardashian Jenner has dated, you'll know what I'm talking about. This discussion isn't new. It's not just popping up out of the box like Jack. No, it has been tested, tried, and proven. Mini docuseries on this. And if you look at what happened most recently, Tristan Thompson, yay, Travis Scott. And Tasha K believes that they're not done with Travis Scott. They're just getting started. Now, you may call it the Kardashian curse or whatever it may be. Tom Brady is letting the world know that, listen, I'm still playing field, but not with Miss Kimmy Cakes. Now, according to reports, source tells page 6 that while the retired NFL star and Kardashian both attended Michael Rubin's 4th of July blowout earlier this week, they only talked briefly. And ain't nothing wrong with speaking to someone even for an extended period once it's not between the sheets, right? Now, they're saying that in fact, the Super Bowl champion was more focused on working the room. Okay, we see you, Tom. We see you. You're living your best life. Okay. Now, he was talking to different women, and Insider tells us of the ex-football players' moves inside the Hampton Bash, which means that Tom Brady is not looking forward to settling down at this point, but it's just that he doesn't want his name to be associated with Kimmy Cakes in that manner, which his team has already made it abundantly clear. But with Kim and Kris PR machine, this is what they do. They use people's name, people's son, they use men, and if these men aren't firm and strong to say, ain't nothing going on here, you can do whatever you want after I say this, but ain't no way I'm going to make people believe that you and I have something, so common. Many men are just done with this family. And it's not because they're always doing plastic surgery, and it's not because they're always posing practically naked on the internet. When they look at men who dated these women, these men lives became a living hell after dating these women. And if they don't have God in their driver's seat, seems as though it is almost impossible for them to make a return. Listen, if Ye wasn't trusting as he is in God, only God knows what would have happened to that man. And we all know it. We all have seen it. Tristan Thompson, he has been signed to the LA Lakers, but like hell, he could not even make it onto the court besides in one blowout match. And when we look at Devin Booker, like Pete Davidson, when you look at all the guys, like what happened to these amazing, talented men? How did they fall from grace after dating a Kardashian? Still being investigated. Some people say it's the curse. But guess what? I'm happy that Tom Brady is making it clear that there was no flirting or dancing together. Okay, let me repeat that. Multiple sources added that they did not see Tom Brady 45 and Kim Kardashian flirting or dancing together, as previous reports has said. Okay, because I know that some people, They are die-hearted Kimmy Cake supporters, and ain't nothing wrong with that. But no one wants to be caught in the same sentence. Just imagine Tom Brady not wanting his name to be in the same sentence as Kim as it relates to an intimate discussion. Professional, yes. Work life, yes. Intimacy, heck no. And I bet Kim didn't see this coming, but then again, how could you not have seen this coming when you did Ye so dirty? And not just Ye, right? Because after she used Ye, she basically used Ye and Pete at the same time. And Ye was falling for her traps initially. And Ye was like, hell no, I'm not going to play this game. I'm smart. I'm wise. I'm going to go to Tokyo, Japan. Come on, Cheney, let's go to Tokyo. And when Ye was not paying Kim any mind, what did she do? Yes, you're going to hear it. I'm going to say it as loud as possible, as often as I can, so that the people in the back can hear it as well. Kim put her daughter in a young man's lap, a young man that joked about RAPE, a baby. Yeah, she had North in his lap. This is not allegedly. The evidence is there for you all to see. TMZ has the video. The stand-up comedy is there. You know, when Pete was talking about how the baby was sucking on his fingers, like the baby was asking for it. We all know what that means. And that was the man that she had her daughter sitting in his lap, because after Ye was not paying her any attention, she was so hell-bent on revenge. A man that practically made her, a man that went to war with practically everyone in the industry. Do you think that it's easy to go to war? And he was like, this is my wife. You all are going to respect her. If you can't respect her, you can't respect me. Just imagine being in a studio focusing on your craft. You look to your left, that's the game. The game has slept with your wife. When you look to your right, that's the producer. He has slept with your wife. The two guys in the back has slept with your wife. But still, you held your head up, and you held her head up, and you said, you know what? No one is going to disrespect her. That's her past life. She's with me now. Shit is different. And game, and he even had a follow-up, because the game was like, I watched that woman F on me when I was with her and we were much younger. She's older now and she's still doing the same effing thing. Don't you think she's going to F on you just the same? And Ye went to war with the game, and who else he could have to claim honor and dignity. Put this bitch on a pedestal, only for her to stab him in the back repeatedly and leave him in a sunken place. And if that wasn't enough, her divorce was even finalized. She just didn't move on with her life, because guess what? We all knew that she wanted to move on with her life. She wanted to move on from that man, right? And ain't nothing wrong with you wanting to move on, wanting to get your groove back, wanting to have a boyfriend until your divorce finalizes. But do you take it to the internet and say, you know what? There's a guy out there that's half my age and I want to F him. Do you do that? After a man has fought so hard to restore honor, dignity, and pride to your name? Is that something that you do? Is it that you felt as though you're so powerful and you've made it? You have made it. So you believe that you were what? Untouchable? You thought that it would make you look sexy and a man would want you? Heck no, because people are looking at you like, if Ariana is running from Pete and all the younger girls Pete's age is running from Pete, why the hell are you running towards this guy? And you know that Pete has a mental illness and you play games. You play mind games. If you seriously cared about Pete, you wouldn't be dating this guy. But Pete fell for the trap. He thought that something was in it for him, but he didn't remember the Kardashian curse existed. So now where's Pete? Pete is trying to get help for his mental health, and we have to give him credit for having the strength to seek that help that he needs. And you're still out here being a hot goddamn mess. And when your husband was being canceled, because at the time she was still married to Ye, right? She didn't stand up and say, you know what, I'm going to stand up for this man the way he stood up for me when everyone thought that I was trash, I was a whore, I was a prostitute, I was a porn star. I'm going to stand up for this man. She didn't say, let us learn to separate the artist from his challenge. Heck no. She was like, let's burn him. Let's cancel him. Look at you who thought you made me. Look at where you are now. But she did know that God had ordained his steps. She didn't remember that. So after, she made that post, Candace always told us that she had to make the post, right? To save her ass. But she didn't say, you know what? You can kiss my ass because I'm going to stand up with him. Like hell, I'm not going to go back to him, but we can always rebuild again. Her husband was willing to do that for her. Her husband told every label, you can drop me, you can cancel me, but this is my wife. You're going to respect her. But she doesn't have any backbone because snakes do not have backbones. So she could not put up that fight for the man and say, I'm not going to stay married to you. I'm going to divorce you. I know you're going through some challenges, and I know it better than anyone else because I'm the one who have been married to you for the past few years. You stood up, fought against another sex tape being released, fought against the industry, and you could not stand up to that man. You could not stand up with that man to say, you know what? We're not going to take his money. You're not going to take his kid's legacy. You can cancel him because it's your right to cut ties with him. But what you're not going to do is mess around with my kid's legacy, and you're not going to paint an image of him that is not factual. Oh, yes, I'm going to divorce him. But even when I do, you're not going to do this to him. Not on my watch. No, she didn't have that backbone because she is a effing snake. You know what she did a few hours after? She ensured that she posted a photo on Instagram of her wearing the two major brands that canceled her husband at the time. Wasn't you sleeping with the enemy all along? Because ain't no way on earth you could have meant that man even 5 ounces of good and do that to him. And now that he has picked up himself with the help of his wife, all of a sudden you want to be bestie. All of a sudden you would do anything to get him back. But initially you told the world that you refused to be his cleanup crew. Damn confused, they're messy, selfish, self-centered, untrustworthy, diabolical, and the list goes on. So I don't blame Tom Brady and his team to keep the hell away from you and any other man. Any man who dates you, I pray that his mother is a prayer warrior, because if his mother is not a prayer warrior, or someone in his family is not a prayer warrior, that man's life is over, because that is what happens to men after they go under the Kardashian umbrella. And that's all I have to share in this video with you guys. See you all next time. Bye guys.